Tasud shot as students set 4 houses ablaze over death of colleague. Hello, welcome to Paper Review for the Week on Noble TV Live with Lily Kevin. Our first paper for review is The Guardian paper, Monday, the 22nd of May 2023. In our scripting story, high expectation as Dangote breaks NNPC monopoly, shrinks EU supply to Africa. Other stories on The Guardian: security economy restructuring, Southeast pissed up list of demand from Tinubu. Higher mortgage rates dampen real estate affordability and investment. 5,000 distressed residential, office properties flood real estate markets. And that's all on The Guardian paper. Our next paper for review for Monday, the 22nd of May, is the Punch newspaper. And the head story on the Punch paper: Dangote refinery opens today, eyes crude oil from 3 continents. Other stories on the Punch: NDLEA arrests Baron in Lagos hotel over 567 million naira seized drug. Accounts for $460 million CCTV loan, court orders FJ. Presidential poll tribunal: parties disagree as court rules on live broadcasts today. And that's all on Punch newspaper. Our next paper for review is The Guardian newspaper, Tuesday, the 23rd of May 2023. And the head story: telcos rising revenues, profits fail to reflect in quality of services. Other stories: PEPC dismisses Atiku Obi's request for live telecast of proceedings. Relief for travelers as Buhari commissions second Niger bridge today. Buhari's fragile pieces: more hardware, less safety. $18.5 billion Dangote refinery to release first products in August. And that's all on Guardian. Moving over to our next paper is the Punch newspaper for Tuesday, the 23rd of May 2023. And the head story: Dangote refinery petrol hits market July, FG to save 7 trillion naira. Other stories on the Punch: tribunal rejects live broadcast, Supreme Court decides anti-Tinubu suit Friday. My admin boosted Navy's capacity with 20 ships, credited to Buhari. Operators fault removal of NAMA managing director. Governors-elect protest as outgoing governors shun transition panels. And that's all on the Punch newspaper. Moving over to our next paper for review is The Guardian paper, Wednesday, the 24th of May 2023. And our head story: division over oil search in North as NNPC returns to Lake Chad. Other stories on The Guardian: Buhari clears over 40 pending memos, appoints agency heads. Nigeria absent as African leaders fault global debt financing models. Concerns as Buhari withhold assent to sexual harassment bill, days to exit. Supreme Court cautions against harassment of Kogi officials, pending outcome of suit. And that's all on the Guardian paper. Our next paper for review is the Punch newspaper, Wednesday, the 24th of May 2023. And our screaming story: security agencies raid hotspots, Biden names US delegation. Other stories: on tribunal, Atiku Obi tackled Tinubu as hearing begins Tuesday. CBN revokes 179 microfinance banks, others licenses. Panic in Osun as 35 pupils hospitalized after inhaling tear gas. Amosun to blame Dangote relocated refinery to Lagos. And that's all on the Punch newspaper. Moving over to the Vanguard newspaper, Thursday, the 25th of May, 2023. And our head story on refinery, we'll ask Dangote to sell forex at good rate. Other stories, pressure on me, can't wait for May 29. The story is credited to Buhari. Keyamo to Buhari, it's unconstitutional to appoint Minister of State. Paris Club debt, FG to stop deductions from state accounts. Tina Turner, Queen of Rock and Roll, dies at 83. And that's all on the Vanguard paper. Moving over to our next paper is Daily Trust for the 25th of May 2023. In our head story, Buhari seeks Senate approval for 539 billion naira judgment debt pay. Other stories on the Daily Trust. Ministers of State portfolio unconstitutional, Keyamo tells Buhari. FEC approves multi-billion naira power projects in Daura and others. After 17 months probe, Reps panel fails to ascertain daily petrol consumption. And that's all on the Daily Trust. Moving over to our next paper for review is Friday the 26th of May 2023. And our first paper for review is the Punch newspaper. And the head story, May 29, Tinubu gets transition report, vows to tackle insecurity and power crisis. Other stories on the Punch newspaper, Chris Land, how Snapchat group revealed Whitney was electrocuted. And our story is credited to the father of the student. Renewed Hopes concert. Pasuma, Asake, Timaya, 43 other musicians thrill fans at Tinubu's inauguration concert. Tinubu can achieve greatness as president if, that story is credited to Shagari. IMF tasked Tinubu on revenue generation debt reduction. Tinubu donates wheelchairs to special needs people at Renewed Hope concert. NDLEA raids Ogun drug joints, nabs 17 suspects. Residents raise concerns over Lagos child beggars. Defied Lagos people's parents protest one school shot. Killers of Ogun ex-permanent secretary wife arrested. And our next paper for review is the Vanguard newspaper. The head story, I know extent of task ahead won't fail Nigerians. And that story is credited to Tinubu. Rate of killings worrisome, Southern, Middle Belt leaders. Will award contracts borrowed till May 28 midnight. That story is credited to Fashola. 2015 to 2023, the years of pestilence. Why Tinubu Shetima should prioritize poverty eradication. Governor Sule dissolves cabinet. Rate of killings worrisome. Alleged culpable homicide. Others, Doguwa has no case to answer. And our story is credited to the Kano government. That's all on the Vanguard newspaper. Our next paper for review is the Vanguard newspaper for Saturday, 27th of May 2023. And the head story, 7-time bombs from Buhari. And that story is credited to Tinubu. Other stories, we recorded success with your support, Okowa tells Deltans. Tasud shot as students set 4 houses ablaze over death of colleague. Nigeria is in for major turnaround with Tinubu. That story is credited to Benga Daniel. And that's all on the Vanguard paper. Moving over to our next paper for review is the Punch newspaper. The Saturday, the 27th of May 2023. And the head story, Akwa Ibom Election Petition Tribunal begins pre-hearing. Other stories, Bayelsa Election Tribunal splits, adjourns for 2 weeks. Bauchi Election Tribunal receives 45 petitions. 6 governorship candidates congratulate Akwa Ibom Governor-elect, Eno. And that's all on the Punch newspaper. Moving over to our next paper for review is Sunday, the 28th of May 2023, and our first paper is the Punch newspaper. The head story on the Punch: My family doesn't need Nigeria's wealth to survive. Stories credited to Remi Tinubu. Other stories: Pray for those in authority. Olori Atuwashe III admonishes Nigerian children. Autumn hands over 187 billion naira debt to incoming governor. Lagos police arrest Yoruba Nation agitators. And that's all on the Punch newspaper. Moving over to our next paper for review is the Vanguard newspaper for Sunday, the 28th of May 2023. And the head story: Oshibajo, go on. Tinubu's wife attend pre-inauguration church service. Other stories: Buhari is Nigeria's worst leader. That story is credited to Clark. Where are First Lady's entitlements? Aisha asks as Buhari, Oshibajo, others go home with billions. Archbishop to Tinubu harness potentials of youth for Nigeria's prosperity. Experts list factors breeding criminality in Nigeria. Police arrest 1,500 climate change protesters in Netherlands. Kidnap of two Catholic priests. Imo PDP ask Tinubu to intervene. Police nab Yoruba Nation agitators in Lagos. Ibazu dissolves cabinets. And that's all on the Vanguard paper. That's all on paper review for the week. Thank you so much for watching. Do not forget to subscribe, share, like, and also comment. Global TV Live. I am Lily Kevin.